This is Kamea-Con, the world's largest Dragon Ball convention, full of voice actors, the most hardcore fans, merchants, and so much more. I have here with me $10,000 that we are going to be spending at this convention buying the coolest Dragon Ball stuff we can get our hands on. Waiting for the Uber now. This is the first time I've ever been to a convention ever, so it makes sense we go to the Dragon Ball one, right? On the way to the convention center, the Dragon Ball fandom was already leaking out.
Check out this van. Instagram right there, Durang SSJ Hellcat. The comic strips, the Dragon Ball Z rims, like that's crazy. That's awesome. Well, this guy's definitely in the right place.
After being passed by Ultra Instinct Goku and Great Saiyaman, we then got in line and waited, and this line was huge. This was the first day of the con, and there were well over 100 excited fans an hour early. Once the time finally hit, we got to the front. They gave us our lanyards to get in, along with a little bag full of all kinds of cool things, including this golden rest in peace Akira Toriyama, these Dragon Ball Daima prints, and just a bunch of cool Dragon Ball posters to take inside of the convention. We're setting a goal to find at least 50 unique pieces we don't have in our massive Dragon Ball collection already, with at least 15 of them being autographed by the real voice actors. The first vendor we approached were selling these custom-made wallets. They protect your cards, and they had two epic Dragon Ball ones I just had to get. They had the Cell and Teen Gohan one, and then they had Goku going Super Saiyan, which of course they were mine.
This is autonomous Ultra Instinct!
There were a ton of very skilled artists at this convention selling their own Dragon Ball artwork, and I had to grab these two because I love Bardock and they don't make enough Bardock stuff. So we went ahead and grabbed this Majin Vegeta one right here because that scene's just epic, come on. And I got Bardock to go along with it. We then found a table that we're doing two raffles, one for this Vegeta resin statue, one for the Great Ape Vegeta, and they had the golden Azuru on top as just an attention grabber. If you don't know how rare that thing is, worth thousands.
You're downstairs.
Yep.
I was like,
yep.
Okay. My wife was like, you better not even.
That's the basement. That's our prized possession right there.
Yeah. But you basically get everything that you don't have, regardless how big or how
That's
small.
the goal here, yeah.
Yep.
So I went ahead and bought 5 raffle tickets for both the Great Ape and the Vegeta resin just to see if I can maybe get lucky. So we walked over to the line of voice actors and went to the first booth, who is Lori Steele, who voices Kid Krillin in the original Dragon Ball. And crazy enough, she recognized us because she actually watches our main YouTube channel, Treasure Hunting with Jeebus, where we buy abandoned storage units and sell the content, which had to be the most humbling thing I've ever heard in my life. I've been listening to this lady talk since I was a little kid. You know how cool that is?
Crazy that you voice Krillin. That's insane. What a small world, huh?
Yeah.
I like this one.
Ozzy Wallace did this, you know Ozzy? I'm just getting started.
Next, we went to see Phil Parsons, who's the voice of Nappa, and we got this absolutely beautiful metallic sign signed by him, which looks awesome. And of course, we had to get him to say something.
Hi, this is Phil Parsons, voice of Nappa, the elite Saiyan warrior. You're watching Dragonballz Z, the finest Dragon Ball collecting channel on YouTube. Don't you dare click anywhere else, or my Cybermen will grind you into the ground.
Next, we saw a vendor booth that had those cool holographic 3D stickers that we had a lot of, but we noticed they had a Trunks and a Cell we didn't have. And since we bought 2, we got to spin the wheel to win a prize, and we won.
Go ahead and spin it if you'd like.
I think I spun it too hard.
Mesmerizing. What do we got?
What you got?
We got nothing.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Next table had these super sick Dragon Ball coins that are basically the size of belt buckles. They sell these each Comic-Con, and they have specific ones for each year. So they had 3 available, and we bought 1 of each different design they have, but all 3 are beautiful. Next, we went over to meet Kyle Hubert, who's the voice actor for Adult Gohan and one of the Dragon Ball Z narrators. So it was super cool. We had to get a combo quote from him. We just had to.
Next time on Dragonball Z, fight you? No, I want to kill you.
Then we casually saw a Vegeta walking by over to this table where I bought this burnt wood art of Piccolo and Goku. If you can't tell, if you're a big Dragon Ball nerd like I am, this place is just absolutely heaven. Absolutely heaven. Next, we got to talk to Dale Kelly, who's Captain Ginyu, Purunga, and of course, the next time on Dragon Ball Z guy, which, come on, if that wasn't a part of your childhood, we probably can't be friends. And he was just super cool to talk to.
You know how I got the narrator gig? Let me tell you guys a story real quick, because I tell all the time, but it's so true. So we answer the ad in the back of the Doubs for everybody to get the show. All right, so that's how most of us got the show. So come on, guys, that way I can tell a story once. I'm telling how I ended up with being the narrator. Okay, so I have a recording studio in Dallas. I've lived there for years and stuff. My mother sees an ad on the back of the Dallas Observer cartoon show looking for voice actors. She looks at me and literally says, "You do this for a living. Why don't you go apply?" I laughed and I said, "All right, fine." So I went out there. Nobody done Ginyu yet, so I got the Ginyu thing because the way I did it. As I'm walking out of the booth, Barry Watson looks at me because he knew I'd been in radio. He goes, "Hey man, did you ever do any of those drag racing commercials when you were in radio?" I said, "Oh, you mean those Sunday? You mean those? Yeah, all the time." That's how I got the narrator gig. They put me back in the booth. They handed me a paragraph, and I came out as a narrator.
This guy's voice is just so iconic. I had to buy so much stuff at this booth. He had his own custom-made pops, and we got 2 of them signed. We got the Next Time on Dragon Ball Z hat signed. I got a Ginyu Funko sign, and then a Ginyu print sign, all for the collection, except for one of those Funkos we're gonna be giving away to one of you guys. Stay tuned to find out how.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, I sold another narrator. Wow, he's going to a good home. Thanks.
Next, we had to go to one of the most iconic voices in all of Dragon Ball Z, Emperor Frieza. We got to go meet Linda Young to get the OG Frieza stuff signed. Frieza will always be special to me because the first episode of Dragon Ball Z I ever watched in a hotel room as a little kid is when Frieza killed Vegeta, and that's what got me hooked into this show about 25 years ago. So listening to her talk is just amazing.
There we go.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Greetings, Lord Frieza here. My, what do I see there? A whole barrel of stupid Saiyan monkeys!
So we ended up getting this beautiful metal sign signed, and then we got the final form Funko Pop with, of course, the quote, "This isn't even my final form." Just saying, I could really get used to walking past all these Gokus. I think we as adults need to start dressing more like Saiyans on the regular. Man, we've only been here for an hour. This is crazy. The voice actors, like I can't see their human faces. That is still Frieza. That is still Gohan. Like I can't see them as real people. It's just, I don't know, man. I can't.
Frieza's my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm Paul Castro Jr. I voice Vegeta Mini, and I'm just so stoked to be here. I love Dragon Ball.
I'm Mia Celeste. I'm Supreme Kai Mini, also known as Nahare. Hello. Super excited to be here. I love Dragon Ball. Taylor Murphy, and I am Bulma Mini in Dragon Ball Daima, and I am so stoked to be here. This is actually my very first convention, so I'm so excited to be here.
While I'm here, I've got a question for Brian, if you don't mind.
Hey Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!
Hi, I'm Chuck Huber. I'm the voice of Android 17, Android 13.
Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut, Goku die!
Hello, I'm Meredith McCoy. I'm the voice of Android 18. Also, Launch and Dragon Ball.
Ooh, it's so dusty in here, and I just washed my hair.
I'm Damien, and I do the voice of Sal. My name's Jeremy Inman, and I'm the voice of Android 16, the best Android. We all know it's true. When Gohan's not being a baby, I like to look at birds and stuff.
My name is Eno Robinson. I'm the voice of the actual best Android, Gamma 2. I'm Dr. Hedo's greatest work.
After that first epic voice panel, we went over to meet Jeremy Inman, the voice actor for Android 16. One of my favorite androids, honestly. He just has a funny character.
You're watching Jeebus Dragon Ball something, where all the birds talk and Gohan's still kind of a wuss.
I absolutely love this big, beautiful poster signed by Android 16. Next, it was time to meet the OG Vegeta, Brian Drummond. I saw him sign somebody else's Funko Pop, and I thought it was the most beautiful signature and quotes of anybody I've seen so far, so we definitely had to get 2 Funko Pops signed by this guy. And I may or may not have also paid him to insult my brother Brandon, who's a huge Vegeta fan. I'll play that clip right now.
This is the Saiyan Prince Vegeta. Where are you, Brandon? You better not be hanging with that clown Kakarot. Ooh, this con, you're missing out. It's over 9,000!
Woo! Here we are
That is
with
cool.
Amber and Steven, and you're missing all the fun with the Saiyan Prince Vegeta. Yes, right here, Atlantic City. And you're hanging with that clown Kakarot, laying on your ass in Virginia. Get up, man! So much fun. We're having a great time. Should have been here.
These Vegeta Funkos with the over 9,000 turned out beautiful, and we are giving one of them away. So eventually they ended up going live to announce the winners of the 2 raffles, and unfortunately we did not win the Vegeta resins, and they went to the ape, and unfortunately we did not win the great ape either. So I just went ahead and got a Whatnot, and I bought the ape myself. Speaking of Whatnot, remember I said I was going to be giving away this narrator pop and this signed Vegeta Funko, and literally a lot more stuff coming later in this video. We're going to be doing that on our own Whatnot show. We're going to be having that next week, Wednesday, June 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern time, guys. If you have not signed up for Whatnot yet, use this QR code on screen. Use this link. You're literally going to get $15 free just for signing up. It does not cost you a single penny to sign up. You get free money for signing up, and we're going to be giving both of these guys away, plus more to come later on in this video. So sign up. Look us up. Our name is @THWGeebus. You'll see that show. Hit the bookmark for it so you get notified when we go live. Because once these guys are gone, they're gone. And like I said, this is only just the beginning. We have a lot more to give away. Stay tuned.
Special beginning! How's it going, guys? My name's Jordan Cruz. I'm the voice of Mini Roshi in Dragon Ball Daima. Really excited to be here. Grew up watching Dragon Ball, so to be a part of the show, like 20 years later, is crazy to me. So I'm really excited to meet you guys. Thank you so much for coming out. And yeah, we're gonna have a great weekend.
How about we offer you a box for free and you don't have to buy anything? You just open it for fun. I would love to see content on your channel.
I'll open it if you want me to open it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll open it.
Woo, we're gonna get an opening. And I know it comes from the heart because
That's cool.
That's
the seal.
That's the. But you know what? You open that one and I'll give you that one so you can keep it sealed.
That's even better because we got Broly on it.
Yes.
We had to get these signed and
They're fresh.
we had to say your name. Jesus following you for a minute, and we're hoping that you pull some fire off of that we just gave you. It's secret, and if you want to get it graded, we got you.
The Beckett table was actually one of the first tables we ran into in the entire convention that had old school Dragon Ball toys. Unfortunately, it wasn't a lot of them and we did have them all, but it was cool to see there was at least some here. After that table, I casually passed Trunks and went over to another place that did have quite a few older stuff. Not the 90s stuff, but some of the 2000 stuff like the Dragon Ball Kai sets and things like that. And let's just say I got quite a few items. So here I ended up grabbing this very old Goku looking figure that I've never actually seen before. So the fact that I never seen it was enough for me to get it. They had 2 forms of this Frieza spaceship, first form Frieza and a final form Frieza. I didn't have either one of these, so of course, you know, I had to get both of those. And then lastly, as I was checking out, I seen this old figure of Goku on like the robot that I did not have. So I grabbed that too and added 4 new items to the collection.
Good deals?
I think. I don't have them, so they're mine now. Next, we went to meet the voice actor for Mini Piccolo and Dragon Ball Daima, who actually has also watched our videos, but the Dragon Ball channel, which was cool.
Bro, your collection is amazing.
Well, we're getting more stuff for it.
Yeah. I've always seen, like, you know, you do like, you get like mystery boxes.
Yeah, we buy like the Kuji sets from Joe Cover.
Yeah.
Boxes.
I remember because I was doing like a lot of research consumption when booking the role for Piccolo Mini, like trying to associate myself with the community and whatnot. And your channel was one of them that I found. I was just like,
crazy.
I was like, oh, what?
That's crazy.
So we got this beautiful little print of Piccolo Mini doing this special beam cannon, and we had to get it autographed. And of course, there was one thing we just had to ask him to say, and I think you know what it is.
Special beam cannon!
That's the energy I like to see. Next, we went to get a signed print from the voice actors of Mini Supreme Kai, and then right next door was the voice actor for Glorio, so I had to get them both done. They also had a bunch of gaming tournaments set up, but unfortunately Tenkaichi 3 was on the Wii instead of the PlayStation 2, which saved a lot of people here from getting embarrassed by me and Kid Buu. I also just want to say a huge thank you to all the fans that came out here to watch our channel that wanted to either take pictures or just chat. This little Dragon Ball community we've done created on YouTube that all of us that share this passion for this anime is just absolutely insane, and it was so cool meeting and talking to so many other people who are also into the same thing as me for so long. So again, thank you guys so much.
Hi, it's me, Tiffany Bulmer, the OG Bulma in the house. And it's me, I'm as smart as I am beautiful.
Hi, I'm Eric Vale,
can't forget him. Oh my, you're so handsome. Would you like a snack?
Hello, I'm Ian Sinclair. I play Weiss. I'm also Brooklyn, One Piece, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm sure you could Google. One of my favorite things to bring up in Dragon Ball scenarios, it was something that Hercule told me. And he pointed out that because Resurrection F and Battle of Gods are Dragon Ball Z movies, or at least I know Battle of Gods is a Z movie, I am technically the strongest character in all of Dragon Ball Z.
I am the Neon, and oh, you don't even count. I have one thing to say. Dance for me, monkeys!
Well, if you don't know, you should know. I am top of the Pride Troopers of the 11th universe. Glad to be here. Kamea-Con was my very first convention, and I have lots of love for it. I'm always appreciative to be here.
On the second day of the con, we were one of the first ones in there, and somehow a squirrel got in here and immediately went towards Kyle Hebert, the voice actor of Gohan, which was a very strange thing to see, but yeah, somehow a squirrel got in. Fun fact I learned at this convention, the voice actor for the original Goku in the Ocean dub actually voices Rolf from Ed, Edd and Eddy. I had no idea. That was my favorite cartoon that was non-anime growing up, so I had to get something signed, and I bought the plank that he had right there. If you watch Ed and Eddy, you know who Plank is, and got him to sign it, because that is just too cool not to have.
Life has many doors, said boy.
Then we found somebody that had something I really wanted, but unfortunately they weren't for sale. But look at these beauties. And of course, not for sale. Not for sale. That's the first time I've ever seen it in person.
3 of them too.
That's crazy. I know. I think I've read somewhere that the number of fakes outnumber the reals by 5 or 10 to 1.
There are so many fakes out there, but these are legit.
Yeah, you could tell.
You can always tell by the stamp, by the toy itself. And we have one signed by Sabat already. Gonna get these signed by Ryu, the original Vegeta.
Yeah.
So,
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
these are crazy.
Next, we got to meet Stephanie, who's the voice actor for both the original Teen Gohan and Kid Goku. So that was super cool. Unfortunately, I could not find a Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan pop anywhere in this convention. So we got one of the Gohan prints signed, and then we got the Kid Goku Funko Pop signed as well. I also have to say, one of the most impressive things at this convention are all the cosplays. As someone that's never been around cosplay before, seeing all these characters in real life was so cool, but nothing compared to this Janemba suit, the sickest cosplay I've ever seen anywhere. Next, we met the voice actor for Bulma and ended up getting 2 Funko Pops signed, one for our collection and one, you guessed it, we're giving away on that same Whatnot stream. Next, we met Meredith McCoy, the voice actor for Android 18, who actually had the mini pops for sale, and I thought this would be perfect to get signed by 18, 17, and Cell, so the new mission began.
How sad to work so hard, so hard.
Hi, this is Android 17. Be kind to the animals, or I'll murder you. Oh, the great and glorious Emperor Pilaf says, if you murder the animals, can I eat them?
We got Android 17 added to the box, and then got this sick Emperor Pilaf Funko sign too. We also met the voice actor for Goten and got this Funko sign. Absolutely beautiful.
Hey, I'm Rob McCallum. I was the voice of Harudegarn, but also I am Team Goten and all of the GTs.
I'm Kent Williams, so voice of Dr. Gero, Mercenary Tao, Supreme Kai, Elder Kai, Kabito Kai, Janemba, and more.
I'm also the OT Captain Ginyu. I'm the OT Brung of the Dragon.
Hi, I'm Lori Steele. I'm the original Krillin, OG Krillin. So, yay! Hey guys, Stephanie Nadolny voices of Goku Mini from Daima.
They also had a cosplay contest, which no surprise, Janemba here won. Before I show you the biggest toy haul we got at that convention, I gotta show you some things we didn't get on video. Like the narrator hat. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, I got his only orange one right there. This cool piece right here, check it out. It's like a Kamehameha you put in your hand. I've never seen it before, but super sick to add to the collection. I got the Captain Ginyu Funko signed right here. We got Pan from Dragon Ball GT signed right here. And then we got Dr. Gero right there. I will have your energy. Pretty sick. And then we got Cell. There's only one Cell pop in the whole freaking convention. It was second form Cell. I would have rather got perfect, but you know what? I'll take second form. We got the mini pops complete with the signatures of Android 17, Android 18, and Cell all on the box. Super sick. And then I got a bunch of prints here. We got Tri-Beam, we got Tien, then we got Boo, or not Boo, Coo and Do right here. I tried to ask for the math quote on there, but for some reason he didn't know that. Like anyone will remember that. We got Vegeta from Daima right here. Then I got the best Harudegan quote ever. Best quote ever. Then we got Captain Ginyu right here. And then I got Whis right there. On the third and final day of the con, we went back to the same booth we got all the toys at earlier, and this time I had some help with me. So I grabbed all kinds of toys, almost all of them ranging in that like 2002 to 2009 era. So somewhat old, but not super vintage. But I grabbed a bunch of Zarbon, some Dodoria, Ginyu, Piccolo, an old Bulma, and an old Goku, and ended up adding 9 new things to the collection. As we were getting ready to leave, we found these wooden mystery boxes that were sealed shut. I have no idea what's in here still. We're about to open it, but Goku on the box was enough for me to pull the trigger and buy it. I brought this Goku mystery box back 5.5 hours from Atlantic City home, and I still never cut the seal. Let's see what's inside this mystery box. Inside the box we have, ooh, it's more Dragon Ball stuff. Okay, so we got, look, a little card piece, a little wooden frame of Goku. We got a Goku and a Frieza wooden keychain. We have a Gogeta wooden like coaster almost. This one's like a stone Dragon Ball coaster. That's actually pretty sick. And then we got like a Vegeta one as well. Not to mention, the box itself is absolutely sick. I was also given this by one of the vendors who also watch our videos, and when I got home I realized it's already in our shelf right there. So this is also going to be given away on Whatnot. One of the most insane Dragon Ball hauls of my life. This convention is so worth it. If you've heard of Kamehameha and you were like, is it worth it? It's absolutely worth it. Make the trip, set it up, plan for it, go see it. It's absolutely amazing. This haul is incredible. Don't forget to go sign up for Whatnot because we're giving all of this epic stuff away. There's 9 different giveaways, plus we're gonna be selling all kinds of old Dragon Ball stuff that we have duplicates of, all starting at just a single $1. If you thought this haul was insane, check out some of the other videos. This is the entire collection valued at over $200,000. We went to Pawn Stars to buy Dragon Ball stuff. There's 2 more videos down here of all Dragon Ball. Go check any of them out. Guys, remember, growing up is giving up, and until next time, peace out.